At the All In Day Traders. This your boy Marquis. Right now I'm in another trade, man. It's what's the day? It is Tuesday, and the date is January the 7th, 2020. This is the first trade that I actually took this year. I waited for the perfect setup. I basically waited for my trade set up. I'm up in the morning. It's what time we have now? It is actually 9:41. Right now I'm casting through TradingView. I also have my phone with my profits. And of course I have the camera with myself. And basically, guys, I just wanted to go over this trade that I took on Euro USD. I'm on a 1 hour chart, as you guys can see. And basically, I just wanted to go over this trade to basically show you guys that Forex isn't that hard the way a lot of people make it seem. Basically, it requires three things: focus, patience, and execution. You got to have a plan. Every pro trader knows that you have to have a plan when you're trading Forex. And if you don't, then basically you're just running around like a chicken with its head cut off, basically. Like I stated before, Forex isn't hard. You just have to have a good plan, good strategy, and you have to stick with it no matter what. One thing that I have took from having experience with Forex, the foreign exchange market, if you guys don't know what it stands for, is that you cannot listen to too much people. Too many different resources will actually confuse you, and that's basically where I failed at Forex in my first couple of years of trading live, and even on demo I even failed on that at first, and it was all because I was listening to other people. I kept watching different YouTube videos, trying to figure out different people's strategies, trying to basically trade different people's strategies, and everyone has a different strategy. It's almost like playing tug of war, basically. And if you basically, try to implement too many different strategies, things are going to be confusing to you. You might end up, gaining profit in a trade, but then you might end up losing it because you might not get out in time, or you might overstage your trade, basically. So it's best that you stick to your own strategy, you master it, so then that way you'll be able to execute properly, exit properly, and have patience, basically. So just like I was saying, Forex isn't hard, guys. Long as you have a great strategy, I believe that everyone could succeed at Forex. Forex might not be for everybody that doesn't have patience, doesn't have a strategy, and doesn't have proper execution. But if you have those three things, I guarantee you that you should succeed at Forex. All right, because Forex is not just some random type of market that it just does whatever it wants to. There are a lot of keys and certain personnel behind Forex, which is the big banks. And a lot of pro traders know that the big banks are the ones that control the market, and it is actually structure based. Yes, there's indicators such as RSI, MACD indicator, and things like that can help you along the way, but you shouldn't solely trade by them because they are not set up to basically let you know, hey, the market is reverse or things like that. You have to trade structure and also the indicator at the same time to understand that. You have to implement both of them. Then you will have a little bit more better understanding of where the market might be going. So let's get into this trade that I'm in right now. I'm trading a Euro USD. Everyone knows that's my money maker pair. I studied Euro USD for 3 years straight, just about. And I can even scroll out. You guys can see that, I basically have my markups all the way for a long time now. I've been watching the Euro USD, and it's a constant pair that I go with. That's actually my only pair that I trade, to be honest with you. Sometimes I do look at other pairs, but my Euro USD, that's my bread and butter right there. So, because I have studied it for so long, it's almost like a doctor studying the heart for so many years. It tends to learn how the function of the heart and the whole structure of it, basically. And that's the same thing with trading Forex with me with Euro USD. So let me get right into this trade, guys. Just like I said before, Forex isn't that hard. You just have to pay attention and you have to study a market. Take one market and basically study it. Take one pair, because Forex overall is just a market, but take one pair and study it, all right? And once you study it, you stick with that pair and you will begin to see how it moves, certain key ways that it moves and things like that, all right? So basically, let's get right into it, okay? So, all right, I was watching the market come down. It made a new low, as you can see right here, starting from the week of, December the 9th, 2019. Market came up, made a new high, and the market dropped back down, all right? And it made a new low. We all know about the market. It's about lows and highs. That's basically how it's structured, all right? So once the market came down here, everyone knows about divergence. It made divergence. Market came out of the RSI, reached 30%, came back in and bounced right off of this 30% line right here. All right, so it came below the 30%. It was oversold, came back up and bounced right off the 30%. A lot of people that take my class, they know that, that's the way I trade, basically. The market made a reverse pattern, which is the double bottom. As you guys could see, it came down this low, tested the low, got rejected one time, and also again with divergence. This is money making every single time, guys. If you guys take my class, you guys will basically learn how, in a deeper aspect, basically, of how I take this trade. I'm not going to elaborate it right now because you have to take my class to basically understand it. But the market came down, made a new low, came back, retested with divergence, and market went straight up. And made a low high, came up, made another high, and what do we have? Divergence again, came above, went to 70% line, bounced right off of it, and market went down. So now we have a high, low, and I'm looking for it to come right down here again. It could come here to this low, and it could bounce back up, or it could come down to this low right here from the week prior to last. All right, and then the market could shoot back up. All right, this is where I have my take profit. But since right here, as you guys can see, the market already came down and touched the 30% line on the RSI. Let me zoom this up so you guys can see. It already came down to the 30% line and touched it. All right, so that lets me know that the market is starting to be oversold a little bit already. All right, and we're just in the first week. So once it comes down, I'm gonna pay attention to this, all right? If the market shows rejection, of course, I'm going to take my profit and get out, all right? And also, if you take my class, it's not about being greedy. It's about being consistent, being a consistent trader. You're not going to make millions of dollars right away off of Forex. It's about having consistent trades over and over and over. That's the way the market is. And you can see right here on my balance, I have $2,869.32 in profit. My balance right now is $2,463.10. If I take money right now, I will have $5,376. Okay. The way my program is set up is that whatever you trade, that's what you're looking to get. Basically with 1,000 pips. Basically, I call it 1,000 pips. Some people call it 100 pips. All right. That's my preference. All right. So basically, as you can see, I took 2 standards and a half on one trade, and then I took a whole standard lot. All right. Right now, I have my take profit set, down here, but I'm kind of thinking that I should bring it up here a little bit, just because we already oversold one time. And remember, for a divergence, you have to see it touch and then slowly increase back up. All right. As you can see, that's divergence. On the RSI, it's showing that the market is strengthening here. And then right here, it shows that it's consolidating. It could either be consolidating, making a W or an M at the high, or it could be lower than the previous low. All right, to make the divergence. Okay. So right now, we already show it here. and it looks like the market has to come down here, and we see it starting to approach this line, this RSI line back to the 30%. So we need to see it come down a little bit more. And a matter of fact, I think I'm just going to go ahead and put my profit up here. So let's do this. I'll do this live for you guys. I'm going to do, let's do 112. Let's see. I'm going to do 11248. So 11248. I'm going to do this live for, for you guys. 11248. So we're going to modify the trade. 11248. Okay. Modify 11248. All right. So as you guys can see, 11248 where my take profit is. 11248 where my take profit is for both of these trades. All right. So we're set back up with this. Okay. So now we could put this on here, 11248. Bam, there we go. We set up. That's our new take profit, guys. All right, and just like I stated, the only reason why I did this is because we already touched this line one time. All right, and if we see it kind of bounce up, then we know that the market is going the other way. But it has to come back down and test this low again, which is slowly approaching right now. So we have to pay attention to this, guys. All right. And just like I stated also in my class before, we don't want to be too greedy. All right, we want to set up 1,000 pips, so 1,000 times 3 standards and a half. So you have to add these together as 3 standards and a half. That's $3,500, which we're kind of approaching right now. And that's what I'm looking for to have my take profit take. All right, so we're going to see this thing move down. Most likely it's going to test, and it can either break through and go to this next low from the week prior, or it could bounce right back up. All right, just like it did the previous strategy trade. Basically, that's what I called it, because as you can see, these circles indicate this is where I sell, this is where you buy, this is where I sell. This is like swing trading, basically. That's what they call it, I guess. But this is swing trading. Okay, so this is where I got in for my sell entry. I got in up here. This is where I have my stop loss place, and this is where my take profit is. All right. So right now, guys, I'm just waiting on Forex Factory. There's some news that's supposed to happen at 10 o'clock. All right. So matter of fact, let's see if we can see it. Let's see if we can see the news. So hold on one second. I have to actually bring this over a little bit so you guys can see. We're going to go to Forex Factory real quick, and we're going to see how this news played out. USD basically has some news that just happened, and we're going to figure out how everything planned out. I really don't pay too much mind for the news as much, but we're going to see. Okay, so green, here we go. So that means the market is going to significantly drop down. Why? This is how you read Forex Factory, guys. I'm going to enlighten some of you guys, because a lot of people don't really know about this. Excuse me. So basically right here, your folders is your impact, how, the market is going to impact, basically. I only look at Euro and USD because, of course, that's all I'm trading is Euro USD. And these folders indicate the impact of the news. If it's red, then it's basically high impact news. I think orange is like medium, and yellow is basically low. All right. So that's basically the impact of the news. You have to read here for your detail, and you're going to go to usual effect, actual. So it says actual greater than forecast is good for currency, right? So right now we're looking at the USD, okay? It says if actual is greater than the forecast, then it's good for USD, okay? So it's good for the US dollar, basically. So 54.5, all right, and previously it was 53.9. So it's higher, it's 55 than the forecast. So that means it's good. That means the currency USD basically is going to be in favor, so it's going to have a high impact. In this case, we're trading Euro USD. If you're trading Euro, you're thinking that you're going to buy because the Euro is going to be higher than the US dollar. If you trading Euro USD and you're going for the US dollar, you think the US dollar is going to be greater than the primary currency, which is the Euro, then you're going to sell. And that's basically what I did. I sold. I said that the USD was going to be, it's a better pair than, it's basically better currency than the Euro. All right. So in this case, we're going to actually see the market significantly move now because we basically just saw that happen. All right. So we're trading the US dollar. We should see the market drop down now significantly. I mean, we should see it come down here. All right. Just based off of that news that just happened. All right. As you can see, USD, 10 a.m. As you can see, the news panned out very great for us in our favor. Actual greater than forecast is good for currency. All right. Again, if the forecast is the actual greater than a forecast, which is here, 55.0, and now the forecast is 54.50, then basically the actual is greater than a forecast is good for the currency. That's what the usual effect is. So the USD, we traded in its favor, and we should see the market continue to drop down. All right. So in that case, the market could blow past this previous low because of this news event that we just got. And usually high impact news events usually last for, I think it's 3 to 4 hours or even more than that. I'm not greatly for sure, but it does last a little while. Okay. Especially during that day. So we should see the market continue to drop down here, guys. So we're just going to keep a watchful eye out on it. And, after that, then basically I'll be right back on this trade that I took earlier last week. As you guys could see, the market blew past my take profit. I could have held a position a little bit longer, but I didn't. Just like I stated before, it's not about being greedy, guys. It's about, getting your money, securing the bag, and, that's basically it. You don't want to stay in the trade too long. I could have stayed, earned some more pips, got some more money, but, I earned like 3,500 roughly. That's pretty good in a week, to be honest with you. So I went ahead and took that, and, hey, that was it, guys. So, don't worry about what's going on here. I'm in a whole nother trade again for a buy. I think I'm probably going to just go short on this for right now. But hey, we'll see. But stay tuned for another video, guys. Don't forget to leave comments, subscribe, and like. All right. Peace.